Take a break and join us. Gold Town, the Pahrump Nugget, and Lakeside Casinos.
Industrial Light and Power will be installing necessary electrical, including lighting, for the second phase of work at Kellogg Park. Industrial Light and Power was the only contractor to submit a bid, and staff members recommended rejecting that bid because it was more than they planned to spend on that portion of the Kellogg Park project. But their bid approval came only after a lot of discussion and debate about how the county approves and awards bids.
The fact that it was, I just want to make sure I use the right words that you put in here, due to lack of competition. That's not our fault that there's a lack of competition. If people don't want to bid, we did other contracts up north for Belmont and so on and so forth that you only had one person that bid. That's not our fault.
But when the project comes over the anticipated budget and it takes away from us completing the Kellogg Park project, that's where we make the recommendation to reject the bids and put it back out and perhaps
after you put his information out there, right? So if you already don't like it, why don't you just keep the bids closed so they're not out here in the public?
We didn't know until we opened the bids what the total cost of the bid was.
You can't, well, open it, well, it's a little bit more money than I wanted to spend. Well, we'll find a reason to reject it. And then you put in here, I don't like that. I do not like that. You put in here, staff recommends, rejecting this. That's not how this works. That's not a good reason because, oh, it came over or this, that, and the other thing. That's why it's a closed bid process. I don't have control of those things. That's why it's fair to everybody. So I open it, his numbers or her numbers are out there. Now the next person comes in and they can come in underneath. That's not right.
If this had been worded differently, instead of recommends rejecting due to lack of competition, if it had said because we hadn't budgeted for that, it was way over budget, if you had given me the budget number, the bid number, say the budget number was $200,000, I'm just, because I don't know what it was, and the bid is $400,000, that's double the budget, I can maybe understand a reasoning to reject it. But to tell me to reject it for lack of competition doesn't work in my life.
Having to rebid it with our number already out there, I really think that, they knew there was only one bid. When I went to the bid opening with Danielle and we sat there, there was only one bid. If it was the intention of them to not award it because of lack of competition, they should have never opened our bid and made our number public.
And I agree with you on that.
So, that's pretty much, what I have to say about it. I think it would be unfair. I think it would give our competition an unfair advantage to know our number and then have to come in, $5,000 under our bid and win the job when it goes out to bid next time.
A nickel.
Yeah, a nickel, exactly.
So, now that the bid has been approved, county staff will work with Industrial Light and Power to amend the scope of the project. Buildings and Grounds employees hope to do some of the work themselves. That means the contractor would do less work, saving the county money. For News 25, I'm Brad Francis.